Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy, and welcome back to another episode of Cinderella Phenomenon. So, before we jump in, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button because that would mean the whole world to me. And after this video, if you like it, hit that like button too. Alright, let's jump in. I extend my hand and allow the energy to gather in my fingertips. Impressive that you were able to learn this deadly and painful a magic in such a short span of time. This spell will be a befitting end for the traitor. Melody, don't! Parfait attempts to break down the glass wall separating us with a spell, but it only cracks the surface. By the time you destroy that wall, it will be too late, Faye. You can't do this, Melody! Delora has now joined Parfait in trying to destroy the wall that Mother has built. I ignore them and focus back on my spell until I feel the familiar current of energy pulsate in my arms. It is ready. Now, say goodbye to that traitor. Goodbye. I hold out my hand to Mother just as I release the energy. Mother! I do not give Mother any time to react. The electricity crackles in the air just as the spell makes contact with her body. Because we are so close to each other, I too feel the impact of the electricity as it trickles through me. I collapse on the ground, tears in my eyes. It hurts so much! Melody! How could you do this, Melody? I blink away my tears to see Mother lying on the floor opposite me, her face filled with rage as she looks at me. Out of the corner of my eyes, I notice that the glass wall has disappeared, and Waltz is already on his way toward me. The bindings made of light are gone. Waltz lifts me up and then moves to one of the corners of the room. The sensation of pain spreading throughout my body is like being pricked with hundreds of needles. Waltz tucks my hair back, his features creased with worry. Parfait walks to where Mother is and casts a binding spell around her while Delora rushes to my side. That was a dangerous stunt you pulled, Melody. It was the only thing I could think of. I blink away tears as I feel another fit of pain. This is all I could manage. Melody, hang in there. I look at Parfait with pleading eyes. Parfait, please end this. Please, save Mother from herself. Parfait slowly stands and walks toward Mother. I was the only one who truly loved you, Melody, yet you did this to me. Do you really think these fools cared about you as much as I did? No, you are wrong. I had people who loved me, but you took them away from me. I refuse to let you steal away any more of them. Parfait stretches out her hand. Her whole body begins to emit a soft glow. I wish it didn't have to end this way, Hildeer. You are making a big mistake protecting the humans who destroyed my kind, Faye. You are no different than those humans, Hildeer. Violence does not beget more violence. I can see tears on my cheeks as I look at Mother's still form. Melody, you don't have to see this. But I... Waltz puts a hand over my eyes, blinding me. You've already seen enough darkness. I could feel an explosion of energy around me. A chilling current runs through the air, carrying Mother's scream to my ears. A soft energy begins to flow through my body. Mother's power from the Tenebrarum! Mother is gone. When Waltz draws his hand away, and I am able to glance at where Mother was just moments ago, there's nothing but specks of silver dust. Parfait stands over the ashes, crying. I'm so sorry. Another shockwave of pain courses through my body. This time, I feel it attack my consciousness. I feel myself fading away. Melody, let me sleep, just for a little while. One day you will become a queen, my love. Just like Mother? Yes, just like me. Will you be there when I become queen? Of course, I will always be by your side. Forever? Forever. I love you, Mother. I love you too, Melody. Aww. But we all know what the truth is. When I open my eyes, the first thing I see is Waltz. He is leaning over me, anxiety clearly etched onto his face. Waltz? Thank goodness you're finally awake. I slowly inspect my surroundings, only to realize that I am back in my old room at the margin. I try to remember how I got here, but my memories are hazy. What happened? You passed out and have been sleeping for 3 days. 3 days? I push myself up on the bed and wince. My body is unusually heavy. Waltz places his hands on my shoulders and gently eases me back onto the pillows. You're still weak. You need to rest more. I close my eyes and try to remember what happened. That's right. I was trying to save Waltz from Mother. Parfait and Delora came to save us, and then... It is over. I open my eyes and stare at Waltz. Right? Waltz reaches for my hand, smiling as he gently squeezes it. Yes. My vision blurs as tears begin to sting my eyes. I hope Mother is in a better place now, a place where she doesn't have to suffer anymore. Waltz leans over and kisses my forehead. I'm sure she is. Waltz begins to fill me in on the details of everything that transpired after I passed out. Alcaster was officially declared dead. At first, there was a commotion as the people considered what Mother would do now that she wore the crown. Their worries only stopped when they found out Mother was truly gone. Fritz was locked up on account of being a possible danger to everyone. Everyone has been waiting for a verdict from me to decide what to do with him. I fall asleep not long after Waltz's explanation. When I open my eyes again, I am alone in my room. I shiver as I sit up, head foggy. I rub my hands over my arms in an attempt to will away some of the cold. Something feels off. I slowly step out of bed and begin to head for the door, but before I even lay my hand on the knob, the door opens on its own. Oh, you're finally awake! Parfait! I don't think you should be up and about right now. You should still be resting. Parfait leads me back to the bed. How are you feeling? I look at Parfait's face and realize how paper white her skin has become. The circles under her eyes are even darker than they were before. Oops. Come on. Tired, but I will be fine. But you do not look well. I will be fine. I wanted to talk to you today if you're feeling up to listening. What is this all about? I wanted to apologize for forcing you to shoulder the heavy burden caused by our mistakes, both Hildir's and mine. Back then, I did not have the heart to stop Hildir. If I had only defeated her then, none of this would have happened. Parfait reaches out and cups my face in her hands. Your dedication and kindness saved us all, Melody. The future will be brighter with you as the Tenebrarum's bearer. But what if I become corrupted by the darkness? What if... Parfait places a finger on my lips and smiles. No, you are different, Melody. Unlike Hildir, you are surrounded by people who love you. Those people are filled with light that will drive away whatever darkness invades your heart. That's why I know you'll be all right. Parfait smiles at me gently. It is a beautiful shining smile, one that glows bright even as I begin to notice the rest of Parfait's body is fading. Parfait, your body is... Parfait's smile becomes melancholy. I thought I would start to disappear soon. My heart aches as I hold tight to Parfait's arm with shaking hands. What are you saying? Fairies and witches do not age physically and live longer, but that does not mean that we are perfectly immortal. The body can only take so much damage before it finally withers away. But you can't disappear. You said before you had no heir. Because that is what I wanted everyone to believe. Don't worry, Melody. When I'm gone, one of my relatives will take over the responsibilities of bearer. Tears well up in my eyes as I stare at Parfait. I have already lost too many people, Parfait. I cannot lose you too. We are going to work together to bring back balance between the crystals. You still have so much to teach me. I'm sorry, Melody. I would have loved to stay with you a bit longer, but my time here is up. Parfait continues to grow more translucent even as my hands slip through her arms. I try to reach for her again, but I can no longer touch her. Parfait! I already said my farewells to everyone else earlier. You are the last and most important person I must say goodbye to. Thank you for putting everything to rest, Melody. Parfait closes her eyes, her lips still curled into a gentle smile even as she begins to fade into pure light. Parfait, no! I reach for her again, but when I pull my hands back, they are covered in golden dust. The gentle dust floats in the air before me where Parfait was moments ago. Be strong and be kind, Melody. A few days after Parfait's passing, I went back to my training. My goal was to expel everyone's fairy tale curses once and for all. After more than a week of intensive training with WALTZ'S and Lala, I am able to completely dispel the fairy tale curse from the Crystallum Tenebrarum. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, my game, for some reason isn't registering some of my clicks sometimes. Now the fairy tale curse is non-existent, and cannot be cast again in Angiel. This is only one of the first steps I take in dismantling all of the damage Mother has done, but it is a step forward. And now, with that done, I feel it is time to return to the palace. As the only blood heir to the throne, I have a responsibility to uphold and a promise to fulfill. Ophelia, Rod, and Melanie returned to the palace a couple of days ago. Jurian and Garland went with them so they could act as security. Fritz has been pardoned and now resumes his duties at the palace. Only he is no longer my personal knight. I opted to stay behind so I could spend one last day with everyone in the tavern. Now, as I stand here in the tavern, I realize how many friends I have made over the last few months. I never thought I would be so sad to part from all of these people. But now that everything is back to normal, we have no reason to stay in the marching together day in and day out. Anise, are you sure you do not want to try working in the palace again? You would make a wonderful royal chef. Thank you so much for the offer, Princess, but as much as I love to cook, I think I'd prefer working more with medicine. I would like to train under Chevalier, so I can one day become a doctor. I look at Chevalier, as he flashes a smile at me. When his curse was dispelled, he remembered his real name, Chevalier. It had been difficult to get used to it. Not only that, but his personality has mellowed somewhat. Take good care of Anise. But of course. And I hope next time we meet, you will not try to flirt with me. Chevalier snorts and crosses his arms, but I see a hint of mischief as he smiles. I'll try my best, though I make no promises. I roll my eyes at him, and he responds with an easy laugh. I, too, am soon laughing along with him. A laughing princess. What a sight for sore eyes. Oops. This will definitely take some getting used to. I scowl at him. Seeing you in men's clothing will take some getting used to as well. Well, try your best not to fall for my handsome face. Right. So, what are you planning to do? Karma looks away and rubs the back of his neck. Well, I'll go back to my kingdom and hope that I don't find my name on a gravestone. Either way, I have a lot of explaining to do. Delora, where will you go now? Well, for starters, I plan on talking to all the good witches I know who are still in hiding. I'm sure they'll be happy to know that they could finally come back to Angiel. They'll be even happier to know we have a capable bearer. Bearer? My heart sinks as I remember Parfait. If she were still here, she would be talking about how we both need to do our best to maintain the balance between the crystals. What if I fail at being a capable bearer? Impossible, especially with Waltz there by your side. Oh, but speaking of which, where is Waltz? All of us glance around at the circle. He left so quietly, none of us had even realized. I'll go look for him. I move first to the forest, feeling that he might be in there seeking some kind of quiet solace. Sure enough, I find him there, staring up at the sky with eyes full of melancholy. Waltz? Oh, hi there, little star. Are we leaving now? We will be leaving soon. You suddenly disappeared, so I came to look for you. Waltz's lips tug into a smile tinged with sadness. Sorry, I just thought the sky was so clear today. I had to come out and marvel at it. That is not a very convincing lie. Waltz looks up again, his smile slipping. Waltz, are you all right? Really all right? I'm a little sad. Sad? Hildir killed my family when I was still young. I've been yearning to be a part of a family again ever since then. When we became friends so long ago, you were the closest thing to family that I had. When we were pulled apart, I met Lady Parfait and was accepted at the Margin. Now that it's time to leave everyone, I realize how sad I am. I've lived here since I was first cursed. Everyone in the Margin has become my family. I move to stand beside him, then reach out to take his hand. His fingers weave their way through mine. I owe Lady Parfait so much. She gave me a family and reunited us. I owe her a lot too. Waltz turns to me and smiles. Sorry if I worried you. Shall we go back to the palace now? The palace? Not before you say your own goodbyes. I was planning on it. I had to compose myself out here first. Compose? It's hard to imagine Waltz in tears. Well then, we will say our goodbyes and then you can open one of your portals. How about we walk to the palace? I shrink back at his suggestion. You know how much the townspeople despise me. I know it is important that I build a relationship with them before I become their new queen, but I do not think I am ready for that yet. Waltz's smile is reassuring. Oh, but I have something important to show you in town. Something important? You'll see when we get there. But Waltz brings my hand to his lips and kisses my knuckles. I'll be by your side, little star, so there's nothing to fear. I stare at Waltz for a few moments before finally nodding my head. Okay. We return to the Margin temporarily to say our final farewells. After that, Waltz and I walk into town in silence. I am in awe as we enter the plaza. I notice immediately that something is different. There are lily decorations hanging all around the square and through the streets. I wonder why all these lilies are here. The people in the immediate vicinity turn to look at me, their conversation going silent as they notice me. It is as I thought. Of course they still fear me. Big sister! I turn at the sound of the voice and notice one of the little girls that I played with once before running towards us. She almost makes it to us before a woman I assume to be her mother pulls her back. I am surprised when the mother hands her daughter a bouquet of lilies and whispers something to her before releasing her. The little girl nods before running up to me. I bend down so that we are eye level, and I am shocked when she suddenly throws her arms around my neck. Thank you, big sister. The girl pulls back and hands me the bouquet of lilies. My mama says thank you as well. I stare at her, still baffled, before glancing at her mother. The woman nods to me, then dips into a soft bow. I take the bouquet from the girl and stand up. I can only stare on, still shocked, as more townspeople approach me with lilies in their hands. Waltz, what is going on? This is what I wanted to show you. Huh? The townspeople have been planning this for days. They asked me to make sure that you pass through town on this day so that they could give you their message. Message? I turned back to the people gathering around me and noticed that they are all still holding the flowers with bright smiles on their faces. The silence is gone, replaced by excited chattering and bright laughter. On the count of 3. He starts counting, and at the end of his countdown, the townsfolk throw the flowers up into the air. The delicate petals flutter down on Waltz and I, showering us in a gentle color. Then, all at once, they begin to say the same phrase, their voices mingling to create the most harmonious and overwhelming greeting I have ever received. Thank you! You risked your life to save all of us despite how we treated you. We misjudged you, Your Highness. Please forgive us. We knew we had to give you a grand thank you for all you'd done for us, so we planned this. So the lily decorations. They're a celebration of you, the soon-to-be queen. I feel tears gathering in my eyes, and I quickly wipe them away with the back of my hand. But there is nothing to apologize for. I was the one at fault. We judged you harshly, and we had no right to. The past doesn't matter anymore. We've all decided to change for the better. From now on, you have our full cooperation. Just as we helped the previous kings, so too shall we help you, Your Highness. Everyone, thank you. I will do my best to continue the reign of peace my father started. The people's eyes are filled with hope as they hand over lily bouquets. My hands are quickly filled, and Waltz ends up having to take the majority of them. We continue toward the palace and the crowd cheering behind us. Oh, it's so cute! It has been 2 months since I returned to the palace. Since then, I have been working non-stop so that I could better familiarize myself with running a kingdom. I have been studying day and night, trying to broaden my knowledge of the kingdom. I have had help from many people, and I have come a long way. Today, I was officially crowned the new queen of Angiel. My determination has only grown since then. I have been trying to take my responsibilities as seriously as I possibly can. But for the time being, I have space to breathe. A dinner celebration has been planned for tonight, and I am on my way to my room to prepare. Everyone will be there. I cannot wait to see them again. Melody! I turn to see a Melanie running toward me. I notice that Rod is trailing behind her. What's the matter? You seem to be in a hurry. What's the matter? The party is in a few hours and you're still not dressed. That really isn't so dire a circumstance. It has been months, but it is still so strange to hear Rod's voice actually coming from his own mouth. Please calm down, Melanie. Even though Rod has his voice back, he still keeps Sebby with him. The stuffed rabbit sometimes throws in little comments here and there. But it is! This event is very important. It will not take me 2 hours to prepare, Melanie. But it might. You're the queen now, and you must look regal tonight. I raise an eyebrow at her. 2 hours is a little excessive, and I am not planning to do anything overly special tonight. But don't you want to at least look pretty for Waltz? What are you talking about? Mother and I want to make you shine so bright Waltz won't be able to take his eyes off of you. Melanie. I won't take no for an answer this time. She turns to Rod with a mischievous grin. We'll be done soon. I'll see you later, Rod. Without waiting for my reply, Melanie grabs my hands and pulls me into my room. And with that, I'm done. I cannot believe it took so long just to put on makeup. I did not think making myself up like this would be enjoyable, but doing this with Ophelia and Melanie was fun. I mean, come on, Melody, it takes me like an hour to get makeup on. You look so beautiful, Melody. You really do look the part of a queen. Isn't this too much? Not at all. You should take pride in doing yourself up like this sometimes. You have a lovely face, Melody. If you insist. Now that we've helped you, we need to help ourselves. The celebration is just around the corner. We'll see you later, dear. Ophelia? Em? They both stop in front of the door. Thank you. For everything. Of course, this is what families do, Melody. The two smile at me one last time before they exit the room. I stand up and head for the balcony. The cool air is refreshing on my skin. Father, if you had also been here, tonight would have been perfect. Melody? Come in! I've come to let you know that everyone has arrived early. Waltz comes to an abrupt stop when he sees me. He openly stares at me, mouth slightly opened in awe. My face warms up. What? Waltz turns his face away, his face deep red. You look beautiful tonight. Thank you. A gentle smile forms on Waltz's lips as he approaches. He stops in front of me, gently tracing my cheek with one of his fingers. His touch leaves a trail of warmth on my cool skin. My star is shining brighter tonight. Waltz holds out his hand. May I have this dance, my lady? I cannot help but giggle as I place my hand in his. Before the dance even starts, Waltz has suddenly wrapped an arm around my waist. He tilts me downward with a smile. Oh my god! Waltz! Waltz draws closer to me, his lips pulling up into a mischievous smile. I'm lucky to be the first man to see you tonight, but I don't like the idea of other men seeing you as you are. I'm going to be awfully jealous. I give him a teasing smile. Are you worried that someone will take me away from you? Not really, should I be? You know my feelings for you will never change. And you know that I will always love you, no matter what. The two of us are frozen in time. I feel I could stand here looking into Waltz's eyes like this forever. I love you, Melody. I love you too, Waltz. Oh, that was so cute! Oh my god, I'm so sad about Parfai's death. Oh my god. I'm actually crying from it. I have to wipe my face. But that was so good. Okay, I see why Waltz had to be the last one. But yeah, so I guess that was the end of this whole game. Oh wait, no, we still have his bad ending to go through, which is gonna be the next time that I record this. But for good endings, this was the last one for the good endings. And holy crap, I am so happy. It ended so well. This was really, really, really well done. And the art, especially in Waltz's Route, was so pretty. All of it was so, so, so pretty. Like, look at that. Ah! But, yeah, so we'll get through the credits here and see if there is any extra, scene or anything, considering that this is supposed to be, the actual ending of the game. So we'll see if there's an extra scene. And, yeah. Let's see. Because this is the last little frame here. Oh, right. Kickstarter backers. Oh my goodness. It was so good. I cannot get over. I cannot get over it. Oh, what's happening? Oh! Once upon a time in a land far away, or far, far away. Oh, whoops. She was known as the Ice Princess, named for her frigid heart and unyielding coldness towards. All right. Well, I'm gonna read this silently because it's going too fast for me to read aloud. Oh, this is really cute. Oh, they lived happily ever after. Oh my god. And that's the second game, isn't it? Are you ready to go, Melody? I'm coming. Oh, she's so pretty. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Now, shall we go? Holy crap. Okay, we definitely have to play the second game to this. We have to. I might actually do that, like, immediately. I normally wait, like, quite a while before I play, like, a second game, to something. But this, oh my god, I have to see the next game. So, next time that I play Cinderella Phenomenon, it's gonna be WALTZ'S bad ending. So I hope that you're looking forward to that. Yeah, so I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Bye!